Fellow Rotarians, we're going to learn a little about the history of Alaska and maybe a little into the Yukon Territory, although there hasn't been great substance to that so far in my going until the gold finally gets struck over there and the rush is on. On the 14th of March 1929, International Airways inaugurated air passenger service between Seattle and Alaska. 1980, now it was 1929, you heard that. In 1980, the first and only deadly air crash on the Iditarod Trail Race takes place just outside of Shaktoolik when a Cessna 185 carrying 3 members of the Spanish filming crew and an Alaskan aviator, Ace Dodson, crashes while filming dog teams on the trail to Nome. All aboard were killed instantly. 15th of March 1915, an act of Congress establishes the land-grant Alaska Agricultural College and School of Mines. 1915, this is his 100th year. 1916, on the 15th, the Bering River and Matanuska coal reserves were proclaimed by President Woodrow Wilson. 1953, on the 15th of March, U.S. Air Force WB-50 Super Fortress Recon out of Kansas, assigned to the 38th Strategic Recon Squadron at Eielson Air Force Base, is attacked and fired upon by a pair of Soviet MiG-15 faggots. Fire is returned and the MiG-15s broke off and left. 1979, on the 15th, the Alaska Advocate in Anchorage ceases publication after starting in January 1977. 16th of March 1901, Treadwell on Douglas Island was incorporated as a first-class city. Doesn't exist today, you know. The 17th, 1912, the U.S. Marines withdrew from Sitka, where a contingent had been stationed since 1879. In 1942, on the 17th, U.S. Army Corps of Engineer troops arrived at Dawson Creek, British Columbia, to start work on what became the Alaska Highway. It took them less than a year to put that all the way through. On the 18th of March, 1867, Eduard A. Stockel, Russian minister to the United States, leaves St. Petersburg in January, arriving in New York on 15th of February, 1867, when negotiations began and the agreement of cession for $7.2 million was signed on the 18th. Cession, Alaska bought by the United States. 1918, the Wilson and Sylvester Sawmill at Wrangell, the largest mill in Alaska, burned. On the 19th, in 1896, Circle Post Office was established. That was before the gold strike up the Yukon River. 1963, the former revenue cutter Bear, famed for long service in northern waters, sank in the Atlantic while under tow. On the 20th, 1861, Wilds P. Richardson, the first president of the Alaska Road Commission, 1905 to 1917, was born in Texas. There you have another snippet of our great history. More to come if you appreciate it. Have a good Rotary meeting. Enjoy. Thank you.